Welcome back. Ordinary renovations of roads or buildings can sometimes lead to fascinating and accidental discoveries here in the Holy Land. But archaeologists were simply blown away recently when a 5,000-year-old settlement was uncovered in northern Israel. Our senior producer, Ori Shapira, takes us there.
The lost city of Atlantis, the tales of Machu Picchu, and now the mystery of Esur. In Harish, Israel's newest city, located near Haifa in northern Israel, the Israel Antiquities Authority uncovered the world's oldest Canaanite settlement, a megalopolis at its peak 5,000 years ago. The city, Esur, was home to 6,000 residents spread over a whopping 160 acres, the largest early Bronze Age city to ever be unearthed in Israel. And archaeologists think they've only uncovered less than 10% of the site. They estimate the city is 10 times the size of Jericho. Its discovery overturns previous notions, thought that during the early Bronze Age, the southern Levant mostly consisted of small villages in rural areas.
What we find here is a city, a Canaanite city, already during the late 4th millennium, in which we have a planned city. It means a whole net of streets, alleys, squares, drainage installations, storage installations, fortification wall, and public structures.
Experts have only begun to scratch the surface. Due to the lack of writing from the early Bronze Age, they still have little insight into the significance of numerous stone-carved animal and human head trinkets. And what may be the most impressive find inside the ancient city, a large temple, unlike anything the archaeologists have seen from that period, in which they presume might have taken place an unknown ritual.
As we excavated this building, we noticed that something was completely different. The size of the stones, the size of the building itself, the features, they are not usual. It has a courtyard where we found a very large stone basin, a monolith made out of one stone that was carved and brought to the site from several kilometers. When you enter the building itself, you enter to an anteroom where we found another small basin, maybe for liquids. And as you enter much deeper, you go into a great hall. The hall is huge. It's about 22 meters long, 4 meters wide. We believe that this is where this was, in fact, a temple.
During the dig, which took place over 2.5 years since early 2017, professional archaeologists worked alongside volunteers and teenagers to excavate the remains of the city. Esur may have been hidden for centuries, but it's also hiding something. Under it, archaeologists discovered the remains of an even older 7,000-year-old Halftolithic settlement. The proto-city's peculiar 2-meter-thick wall and ritual deposits of animal parts scattered across the site may pave the way for uncovering yet another entirely new civilization.
The early Chalcolithic settlement is the largest known in the southern Levant. I mean, in the whole region of the land of Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, and southern Syria. And it is by far the most interesting and most important because it contains, besides domestic structures and activities and installations, it contains monumental architecture that is very rare during this period. We have also cultural deposits, cultic deposits of animal bones with figurines. So altogether, it is the most important site by far in our region.
The entire site, including both Esur and the Chalcolithic settlement, will be open to the public for a short period of time before getting covered, due to construction of a new interchange. Until then, the world can get a short but fascinating glimpse into the dawn of